Hello, you guys. It's your boy Cam here from the Villain Sports Media Network, back with another episode of the basketball show. Well, we working on the title. Don't get too bent out of shape about that. But we working on the title, man. But this is the basketball show, man. As I mentioned, I'm Cam. Uh, last two episodes have been fun, so we're gonna keep it going. But you know the drill. Um, give the page some love, some likes, some follows, man. Let's keep it going, man. Gonna keep this going throughout the basketball season and building this network up, man. Um, got a host of great podcasters over there. They talk about a multitude of things. Check out the Football Frame of Mind podcast with yours truly and my co-host Brandon. Got a lot of content over there. It's college sports villains, the villainous show you'll ever watch. Um, but they speak the real over there. They say things that people are afraid to say. Good show. And don't forget No Mercy Sports as well. They cover all the sports, combat, baseball, basketball, everything. So, but this is a show about basketball. So, without further ado, man, let's get into today's topic, man. So, today's topic, man, we will be discussing the top 10 NBA shooting guards. Okay. We did point guards last episode. So let's just keep the ball rolling, man. Let's go with the two guards, man. In the NBA, the best. So two guard position is crazy this year, along with the point guards. Like the old heads out here be talking about the game is not what it used to be. Of course it's not. If it was the same game that was played when a lot of these old heads was out there playing, it wouldn't be fun, man. It'd be the same old ass coaches still coaching and keeping players like DeMarcus Cousins in a box, you know. The same players, the same coaches and players would have been keeping players like Carl Anthony Towns in a box. You would never be able to stretch the floor, man. You know, like change is good, man. The NBA is awesome. I don't like the soft play and the low management, but damn it, it's still some dudes out there that really give a damn about the game and want to win and want to destroy their competition. And they might be friends at the end of the day, but they still play hard, man. But aside from like the fouling and hard fouling and not being friends, I don't really get wrapped up in that. I really like how the game is, man. And if you watch my last video, right, about the point guards, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. And I like how skilled the players are, man. Like going over, you know, the point guards, that was a really tough list to make because you can put Luca one, but I can also put Shea one because he brings it on both sides of the court. Luca's just offense is just so damn good that who cares if he plays defense? You gotta stop him in the fourth quarter. You're gonna spend all your time trying to stop him. So that was a tough list to make, man. But This list was even tougher. So let's get into it, right? All right, so look, the list of top 10 shooting guards had so many scratch offs and moving up, ascending, descending order of players because I had to take in account players that are combo guards too, right? Um, like I'm thinking, damn, on my point guard list, I'm thinking like, all right, well, where would I put Kyrie, right? He's still like top 10 point guard, right? But in the grand scheme of things, he actually is a two guard this season. He can run the one, we all know that, but he's actually a two guard this season, if you think about it, right? And I had to think as well the Pelican situation because McCollum was running a lot of the one last season. But now they got DeJounte Murray, right? So technically, DeJounte is one, but they're going to be splitting duties, I would assume, right? And DeJounte can play the one and the two. So I had to make a call and be like, yo, where would I put him, right? And I put him in the two, right? But because they're going to be splitting one duties this season, I had to really think about that. So we're going to start with CJ McCollum and my honorable mentions because these guys are going to be huge for their team. They aren't top 10 just yet, and some might never be, but they are role players with instant offense. And some games they're going to have to carry their team to victory, be the hot hand. So we start with CJ McCollum, man. One of the best combo guards in the league right now, right? I mentioned he can run the one, he can run the two. He does both very well. If he needs to score, he can do that. Distribute, he needs to do that, right? He can play off the ball, with the ball. No complaints, right? But I feel like he's more comfortable when he can do his thing offensively. Like he's got a nice dribble package, man. He can definitely get his shot off, right? He's a bucket. But with DeJounte Murray there, I want to know how they're going to do it. Because, like I said, DeJounte can play on the ball and off the ball. He's a great decision maker, and he's got some height on him, too. And I expect him to defend really well. He might be the point guard stopper for the Pelicans because his defense is elite. So the only reason McCollum's not in the top 10 is because I don't know what his role is going to be this season. And it should be interesting because the Pelicans got a good team, you know. So we'll see. Let's see. But my problem started on this list with Bradley Beal. And it hurt my soul, man, to put him in the honorable mentions, man. It hurt my soul, man. But I don't know what kind of production he's going to have this season. I think he's still a top 10 guy, but he has to stay healthy. And the problem with the Suns, which I still can't believe he got traded there, is that this team has so many mouths to feed. You got Devin Booker, scorer. You got Bradley Beal, scorer. You got Kevin Durant, scorer. What are you gonna do? I don't know. They really need a distributor. Devin Booker can't be your distributor because he's a bucket. KD definitely ain't no distributor because he's a bucket. Bradley Beal can't be your distributor because he's a bucket. And a team full of bucket getters without a distributor is what? Answer that question when y'all watch the video. What is a team without a distributor with a lot of bucket getting getters? The answer is a isolation team. One-on-one dribbling bad shots all game. And the team's talented enough to make the playoffs. But what happens when you need a flow on offense to get you into that next shot or get you into a set that gets you a good shot? Yes, KD can shoot over everybody. Yes, Devin Booker can score on anybody. Yes, Bradley Beal can score on anybody. But what type of team are you going to be when the game shrinks into a half court game? All that isolation stuff only works so long. It's fun to watch in the regular season. But when it comes time to earn your paycheck, which is the playoffs, what are they going to do? I don't know. But Bradley Beal is definitely in my honorable mentions, but it was a tough one, man, because I'm from St. Louis. So I've been watching Bradley Beal for a very long time. So it sucks, man. But we move on to the next honorable mention, man. The person that has the biggest shoes to fill this season, Buddy Hield. All right. Buddy Hield was awesome in college. I loved him. He was a bucket getter. I can't believe I keep saying it, but he is. He's a guy that can score the basketball. It's simple. It's easy for him, right? And he's with the Warriors right now. And he's walking into a situation where he's going to have a lot of opportunities to score the basketball, right? He's a marksman at the 3-point range, right? And he's a good option. I mentioned in my point guard video that the subtraction of Klay Thompson from the Warriors might actually be a good thing because it might open up the floor enough for Curry to go back to what he was doing, right? You know, because I felt like Thompson was becoming a liability. And I hate to say that, but he was. Because he wasn't making the shots he wasn't making the shots that he used to make at the clip he used to make them in. Like you really had to go one-on-one with everybody because you can't switch somebody on Curry. You can't switch your big man on Curry. You can't switch your big man on Klay Thompson. But because his numbers dipped a little bit, it'd be like, okay, maybe we don't have to worry about Klay all the time now, right? We focus on Curry and Draymond and Wiggins. We don't have to really worry about Klay right now because he kind of scuffling right now. But now you look at Buddy Hield, man, and now the floor opens up again because now you gotta guard Buddy Hield because if he get hot, he ain't stopping. And you already know Curry gonna do him. You try to switch those screens and put a big on Curry and leave Buddy Hield in the corner or get caught on a Draymond screen. It's gonna be nasty. The Warriors gonna be tough to beat this season. I'm telling y'all sleep on Curry because y'all think he old and can't move no more. Ain't got nothing to do with the, you know, ain't got nothing to do with the shot. He get open, he getting it. You seen the USA tournament, the Olympics. You seen it. Curry still got it. Man, he coming for some people that think he sleep. I ain't sleep. But I ain't sleeping on Buddy Hill. Watch what I say. All right, now let's get into some other ones, man. Cam Thomas for the Brooklyn Nets, man. I remember over a stretch of games, whether it was last year or the year before, maybe last year, he was getting like 40 points. He was balling, balling, balling. And I believe they still have Ben Simmons, but who knows if he's even going to play. The team is in bad shape ever since KD and Kyrie left town, right? But he's going to be an important person, man, to figure out what they want to do. Who knows? I don't know. But give him the ball and just let him play. I guarantee you probably win some games that way. Sometimes that's how I got to go. That's my approach, man. If you know your team, you're coming into the season and it's like, man, it's going to be a rough one. Get a ball to your scorer. Let him do some things, man. You might win some games. You might be still tanking, whatever. That doesn't really work in the NBA because you got the lottery. But at the same time, just let him score, man. Shoot, his scoring might get him an all-star, man. You know, you never know. Let him do his thing, man. If your team is bad, just let him play. Let your young dudes play and ball out, right? But Cam Thomas should be a 20-point scorer this season and be in the top 15 in shooting guards like he is. But the last person on my honorable mentions that I want to talk about is Malik Monk. Malik Monk is a scorer. Like, I love guys that put the ball in the basket, man. Anywhere, any place, anytime. Home, road, playoff, tight game, blowout, no matter what. They score. And for the Kings to have a guy like him that 7 seconds on the shot clock. We don't know what we want to do. Let's just kick it to Monk. Let him get a shot up. Anywhere, anytime, any place. Can score. You know, he's in a great situation to just ball out. Just be the guy. He come off the bench. He can start for you. Don't matter. He's in a good spot. The Kings have somebody that they can just start sometimes, come off the bench, but instant offense is what Malik Monk is. And I'm loving to see it, man. Every first round pick isn't a superstar. Sometimes you get a role first rounder, right? Sometimes you play your role in the NBA. And damn it, he's good at that role. And the Kings need a guy like him. I personally want to see him in the second unit anyway. Because you're going to have Fox, you're going to have Sabonis, and you're going to have DeMar DeRozan, right? That's a great big three to have, right? But when they come off the floor for a breather, let's get this instant oatmeal in here, man. You know, let's get this ramen noodles, man. Something quick, fast. you know, 10 points, 20 points, 30 points off the bench. That span right there that Malik Monk's going to give you is going to have the Kings in a good spot, man. Man, I'm excited for the Kings, man. I ain't never been excited for no Sacramento Kings season, but man, I'm excited about that. But let's get into the list. All right, so I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying when you're watching this. What? Austin Reeves is a top 10 shooting guard in the NBA? You're a lie. That's horrible. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know ball. But hear me out before you change the video, right? Austin Reeves is in a situation that works for him. Okay? He's in a situation to where his versatility works. And him averaging 16 points last season might seem like, oh man, there's other guys that average 20, right? But if you know me, my list so far, right? I put an emphasis on defense, offense, and availability, right? Austin Reeves gives you all of that. He can guard a little bit, he can score at all three levels, and he's available. Skill set can only get you so far. You have to be available and accountable. It's one of the things I learned in the military. Right place, right time, right uniform. Austin Reeves is that, baby. 82 games last season. How many people playing 82 nowadays? The man was available. Available. He was available. And having 16 points a game for 82 games of the season gives you the opportunity to win. That's why he's on the list. Dependable, accountable, and available is Austin Reeves. He give you some rebounding. He's a nice distributor, 4 assists a game, 5 rebounds. He's got enough handle to move the ball. Like, come on, man. Come on. And the way the Lakers are constructed now, they're going to need more than 16. And if he can do that, give you more than 16 this season for 82 again, that's top 10 for me. I don't know about y'all, but that's how I feel about it. Let's go on to the next one. All right. So we talking about Jalen Green at number 9. This young fella is good, man. He's good. You look at Houston, and they're gonna go as far as he goes. They're gonna go as I forgot their coach name. Goddamn, Mecca, something like that. I don't remember his name like that. And I don't want to say it wrong. But he's a good coach. I love him. He has some off the field issues or off the court issues. That's okay. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about basketball. He got these boys in Houston playing. He got Jalen Green playing. And he number 9 on my list in top 10 shooting guards, man. He's another 3-level scorer. He's got some energy. And he's accountable, he's available, and durable. 82 games last season. This is a young fella we're talking about. 82. Yeah, I'm not mistaken. The Houston Rockets was a couple games away from making the play-in. They got a nice dude from Auburn, I think, Jabari Smith. Athlete, wingspan, crazy. Imagine if they get these two guys going next season. The sky's the limit for the Rockets. Jalen Green's a big part of it. Almost 20 points last season. I expect him to not double that, but I expect him to be around 25 because they're going to need that to make the playoffs. And I expect their coach to just let him do his thing, man. Go out there and be aggressive and get that 25 a night. He's got a nice dribble package, a nice handle too. Definitely top 10 for me going into the season. Now, anybody, Bradley Beal can come back into the top 10, and you got other guys, McCullum, all those guys could come into the top 10, right? But as we stand heading into the season, Jalen Green is number 9. Y'all gonna see, man. Dude, nice. And I like him. I like the Rockets too. Number 8. All right. So one of the harder things about the list was seeing who was gonna play off the ball in certain situations, right? So it's a couple guys on here that you might say, "Oh man, he's not a 2, he's a 1." Look at the Mavericks and tell me who got the ball the most, who brings it down, who sets up the plays, who does everything, and tell me that Kyrie Irving is not the 2. Kyrie Irving's been through a lot, but the man is a bucket. He's a penetrator. He's a distributor. He can do it all. One thing about Kyrie Irving, he gonna put that ball in the basket, whether it's shooting, driving, mid-range, floaters, cradles under the rim. Don't matter. Dude's a baller. And if he gives you 75 games, because 71 is still good, in my opinion. You're still playing a lot. You're available. You're out there. 25 points a game. That's nasty work, man. Him and Luka got a really good duo. A really nice duo. So it'll be anxious to see, man. They got to the finals last year, man. Can't get closer to a championship than that. So the question is, what do they do? I think they needed some supplementary pieces. That's all I think they needed for real. Boston just had a lot more glue guys than them, and it showed, you know. But does Kyrie Irving take a step back and maybe have more of a bench presence, as more energy to stay on the floor for the bench guys? We'll see. I don't know. But I know Dallas is going to be a good team, specifically offensively. But we'll see. Kyrie Irving, number 8 for me. Combo guard, shooting guard, definitely number 8. All right, see number 7. All right, so let's talk about Desmond Bain, man. Big guy should be playing football. You seeing the way again guy looks? Got a crazy body type to be playing basketball. Mean green scoring machine, man. Inside, outside, he's got it all. Um, the Grizzlies have a good team, man. I think John Morant's got a lot to show this season. Missed some time, suspension, injury. They still got Jaren Jackson, who is like a defensive stretch for everything guy. He's good. He's really good. So Desmond Bain, averaging 20. Will it go down? Probably, because Morant didn't play much last season, so he got a chance to score a lot. But I personally believe that even though his scoring may drop, in terms of shooting guards, he might be the one of the best rebounders. You know, like a glue guy in the starting five. And because he's going to be around so many plays, inside, outside, he's going to be able to play and score. You're going to look up and he's going to have 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, a couple steals. That's the kind of guy I see Desmond Bain being this season. And that's why he's in my top 10, man, because he gives you the best of everything as a shooting guard. Scoring, rebounding, moving the basketball, defense, all of that. Grit. I remember those days in Memphis when they were grit and grind with Lionel Hollins. I remember that. This guy would have been a great player. I would have hated playing him and Tony Allen out there in that damn guards and wing players and stuff. That would have been nasty. But you play when you play. And Desmond Bain is going to be a good shooting guard this season. That's why he's number 7. We'll see. Who's number 6? Zach LaVine. So, Zach LaVine is in a interesting thing, right? And you say, oh man, Cam, you just said that availability is important to you, right? It is. But you can't deny talent either. And Zach LaVine is as talented as it comes. He's very talented. So when you look at how he plays, how athletic he is, all you got to do is stay healthy because he's a 3-level scorer as well. With DeMar DeRozan leaving town, as long as he's healthy, he should be a 20-point scorer, man. So that's the thing. You know he's gonna finish at the rim. You know he's gonna be able to shoot the 3. It's all about staying healthy. The success of the Bulls this season centers around health. They just got Lonzo back. They need him back. That's a nasty duo. They got to be healthy. So, number 6, talent wise, definitely Zach. Let's get to number 5. All right. So, like I said, there are a couple guys on here that I really had to put in, but I couldn't put them in the point guard. So, I got to put them in the shooting guard. Maybe I should have did a combo guard video. I don't know. But I'm going to just say this. DeJounte Murray is a good guy, right? watched this interview on one of those podcasts. I forgot. Um, but dude is a good guy, man. That's first and foremost. Good guy. Um, Second of all, dude is an all around guard. The 6 assists lets me know he's not as selfish. The rebounds lets me know he's ready to push it down the court and get some easy scoring opportunities. The 22 points lets me know that he can get in his bag on offense, man. He already made the all defensive team before, so you know he's gonna rack up some steals. And he's long enough to actually block shots too. So I think, you know, Atlanta made a wrong choice because I felt like him and Trae Young could have really played well together. And stats wise, they play pretty good, in my opinion. But he's with the Pelicans now, and with another guard that can do real good things. I think the Pelicans are in a good spot, man. They got a lot of good talent on their team, and DeJounte should be able to flourish down there, you know. And I think it'd be fun, man. He just might have the attitude that they need to take the next step. You know, like I mentioned before, he's a good guy, got a good head on his shoulders, man. Really cares about basketball, um, and winning. I think he want to win, and think it's been a while since the Pelicans has had a guy like that, and we'll see. But he's definitely top five, definitely. All right, man. So Devin Booker, man, what's there not to be said, man? Devin Booker is a 30-point scorer. But the fact that he pretty much had to do a lot of distributing let him get like almost 7 assists. He was the drink he was stirring the drink for the Suns last season. That's not what Devin Booker does. Devin Booker puts the ball in the basket. That's why I think the Suns is going to be a good team to watch in the regular season. But the playoffs, I don't think so. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough. But nonetheless, he's number 4 on the list. But he held it good though. He just need to score, man. Like they need to find a good point guard for that team to really share the ball with everybody. That's the only way they're gonna win, man. But ain't no arguing. He's definitely top 5. So number 3, man, Donovan Mitchell, the Spider Man. Um, the Cavs are very good, man. The Cavs are very good. Good team. Got a lot of talent, man. Um, from inside to outside, they have a lot of talent, man. Um, and Donovan Mitchell's a part of that, man. Um, talking about scoring the ball consistently and being a terror on defense as well. That's Donovan Mitchell, man. Um, you can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. The guy is good. Good. He's definitely top 3. Gives you everything. Everything. Want to get those games up and play a little bit more. But other than that, top 3, man. Top 3. Let's get number 2. Let's see. All right, man. So Finals MVP Jalen Brown, very rich man, by the way. Got the new contract extension. But he's coming into the season with a fire under him. And obviously Jason Tatum is the guy on the team, but I think it's 1A and 1B. I don't think it's one or the other. There's no Batman, there's no Robin. It's just two Batmans on this team. And they both coming into this season pissed off because they got disrespected in the offseason. How do you get disrespected after winning a championship? And with this guy being finals MVP on a team where he's considered the 1B or the Robin to some people, he's going to come out this season and really ball. You know, they have a chance to really win another championship back to back, man. And they're going to kill this season. Both of them, specifically Jaylen Brown. He's already a two-way player. He can score, he can rebound, right? But it's going to be nasty. He's also available, durable, 70 games. I expect him to be closer to 27 points this season. Like he might not even think about what other people saying, but I guarantee he's been in the gym getting better. He ain't gonna be disrespected next off season, that's for sure. But this next guy on the list, number one, it's not debatable, man. Y'all know who it is. It's Ant-Man, dog. Like Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. It seems like he's on demon time all the time. Offense, defense, free throw line, dunking on people, post game, all of that. He's got every tool in the book. Talk about 5-tool players in baseball. He's a 5-tool guy in basketball. He can do it all. And he's got the mental capacity to get it all. I don't know what their team's going to look like without Karl-Anthony Towns, but taking away that 20 plus a game is going to open up him to a 30-point season. You could be looking at the MVP of the league this season. That's how good Anthony Edwards is. Pay attention, man. These young dudes is here. And he's the leader of it. He's nice, man. I'm excited to see the next step because in the playoffs, he was a menace. All he gonna do is keep getting better. And it's gonna be nasty. But I expect him to be a 30-point scorer next season. And if he get to 30, it's a wrap. I think Timberwolves need a little bit more in terms of a championship team. But he wants to be in Minnesota. And he likes in Minnesota. He likes being changing the history of the Timberwolves that's been so tumultuous since KG left, in a sense. So this is my list, man. My top 10 NBA shooting guards heading into the season, man. So let me know what you guys think. I think it's going to be a great season for the two guards, man. Let me know if you think that Kyrie Irving and DeJounte aren't shooting guards, man, or shouldn't be on this list at all. Let me know. I'm always interested to hear what you guys say. But I am Cam, and this has been the Villains Sports Media Network basketball show. Like I said, we're working on the title. But nonetheless, y'all have a great one, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.